Meantime, Ohio is still the seventh most populous state in the nation, but Georgia could pass us by in 10 years with a lot of growth there. As a traffic reminder this morning, Genoa Avenue closing under Route 30 for bridge painting, that work being done as repairs were made to that bridge just recently. The 14th annual Wishes Can Happen WishAthon, right back after your AccuWeather forecast, which is next. Jim Michaels, WHBC News.
Now, your local weather forecast. Stick with us. News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. It'll be a mostly cloudy day. Thunderstorms. Some of those could be severe by this afternoon. That could get us some flash flooding, damaging wind, high 85. Clouds and humid for tonight. Strong thunderstorm around this evening. Also a strong thunderstorm in the area late tonight. Low 67. Tomorrow, variable cloudiness, high 79. Sunday looks terrific. Times of clouds and sun, high at 78. I'm Steve Williams for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
The 14th Aultcare WishAthon is made possible by Friends and Family Credit Union, Selinsky Force, Sarta, and Here Inc. More Aultcare WishAthon on News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
All right, welcome back to the DeVille Apartments Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza on Whipple Avenue. Thank you to Jim Michaels for that look at news and the weather. My goodness, it's holding out for us. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Mother Nature is going to be kind today on this Friday the 13th. I keep telling you, the 13th of Friday is a lucky day. I was born on a Friday the 13th. And
give me any smart remarks, Mr. Doctor. So before we get to introducing who's with me this hour, I want to say a big shout out to Southwest End Cup. They did a cup crawl, and they raised $7,600, just over $7,600 for Wishes. They did it a little while ago, but they did a cup crawl and had great success at it, and we certainly appreciate that and the fun that they had doing it, I'm sure. And thank you to Perry Township's Craig Chesler, who's their fiscal officer, was Perry Township trustee for a very long time. He's just stopped by and made a donation as well. So we're cruising right along at 8. And right now I'm with me here.
Her disability was.
Yeah, and that was one of the recorded vignettes I think that we played.
Okay.
So I didn't get to hear the whole thing, but yeah.
Well, anyway, this is an amazing event every year. We weren't here last year. You were on the yard last year, I think, weren't
We
you?
were on the air, but it was COVID, and that's when we
Yeah.
had all the protections. We didn't really let anybody in the tent last year. The families were outside.
Right.
We had a lot of, protections and things like that. So it was kind of crazy. We made it happen. We made it work, but it was certainly a lot different than it is. And you were our safety staffer last year.
Oh, was I?
Because we got all of our hand sanitizer,
Oh,
and
yeah,
our
that's right.
Lysol wipes, and our masks.
Oh, that's
we got
right.
everything you knew.
You need any? We have tons of them.
Sure. We might be coming back and getting some more.
All of a sudden, they don't sell anymore. So.
Yeah, I went to the grocery store. I don't remember. This was actually a couple of months ago. They were giving the packs of hand sanitizer and wipes for free with every purchase. So.
Well, we're about free. That's all I can say. We have so much sanitizer, so many hand wipes, so much. But it's a good thing, I guess, so we're not having to sell them.
It is. Yeah, you bring up Olivia. It's interesting. When we were talking to Olivia, you heard how boisterous.
Oh yeah, she's overwhelming.
Oh my gosh, and she's so full of energy. But her dad was sitting next to her, just bawling his eyes out.
Oh, wow.
And that just shows you how different it affects the family as opposed to the person who, the child who's suffering. And she just, she rolled with it, and she's doing great. She's doing great.
Now, how old? I didn't catch her age. How old is she?
She was. I'm going to say she's in high school.
Okay.
I'm not sure of her exact age. I don't think I ever really asked her how old she is.
Well, the other one that I kind of was halfway caught was the young lady that had yellow eyes, and she had some sort of, I don't know what her disability was, not liver cancer or whatever. And I thought, oh my gosh, and she's, you know how kids, they kind of bully each other if you're in one square different than the other person, And I thought that was amazing that she could make her way through that and arrive at the other end of the tunnel, if you will. So.
It is pretty amazing to just sit and hear the stories. We always say we can sit here and talk about it for hours, but until they come on and tell their stories, or you hear the kids talk about it, or we had a young lady, Vanessa is her name. She works for 4 hours. That's who brought us breakfast. And her son CJ has passed away, but she went. They went in, tripped her his wish, and she was a single mom, and she talked about the whole thing. It was really hard for her to talk about it, but she said, that wish was so special because it's the time they spent together, as a family.
Yeah. Well, overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. So
yeah, you gotta tell me what's it been like working with your dad all these years. And if you don't want to tell the truth, you don't have to.
No, I can tell the truth. It's I've been fortunate to be in a profession that is very rewarding. And much like you talked about giving gifts to children who maybe don't want for anything else. It's rewarding to know that there's a family or a patient or someone that relies on us for education and guidance and care. And sometimes, we believe pharmacy and pharmacists are the most accessible healthcare profession because, you call up your doctor and with best intent, they want to help you, but they have a lot of appointments and it's very difficult to get a timely answer sometimes. So we have the advantage of being accessible, and you can walk in the pharmacy and ask a question of the pharmacist almost on demand and get some guidance. And you can, we've had staff members in our company do everything from, provide CPR to people to call 911 when there's been an emergency, or sometimes even our delivery drivers when they're making a home delivery, they realize that a person isn't well. And so it's kind of a different level of care than what wishes can happen can do, but it's kind of that self-fulfillment that, at the end of the day, you went home and you made someone's life better who probably wasn't having the best day. But, I've learned a lot from my father. We've had, our industry is very interesting. There's always a lot of changes, much like in any other business. But, sometimes we feel like all the odds are stacked against us with regulations and COVID. And every business operator out there, we have a lot of respect for, given whether you're in a restaurant or in a retail store, it's been a challenge navigating the last year and a half. And anything that you can do to spread a little joy into someone's lives who are suffering is really a blessing.
Yeah, I would have to say that people come to you, and I know I do it. When you go in to pick up your medication or whatever, you always have questions for your pharmacist. Questions that you can't readily pick up the phone and ask your doctor, or and you have that happen so quickly, and the pharmacist can always help you out with stuff like that.
Yeah. I've had the privilege over the years of seeing people. I mean, this isn't really the right way to say this, but I've known a lot of people in my 45 years, okay? Mm-hmm. And I remember some of them like they're still here and they've been gone for years. And I remember some of the tribulations and trials that many of these people went through. I'll never forget this one woman who was a very good customer. She was very fine. She was very nice, very pleasant. I got a phone call from her husband, and she said she's in the hospital. And I said, I'll go down and see her. So I went down to the hospital to see this lady. She was laying in the bed, and she had bone cancer. And that bone cancer had broken both of her legs. Mm. But her mind was clear as a bell, and which you wonder how God puts people together. Here's a lady that is in severe pain. Ultimately going to pass away. But I can tell you story after story after story over the years of all these people I met, and I still remember them.
Absolutely.
I can see that lady's laying in bed right now, and me talking to her. So it really is a very rewarding profession.
It is about the stories, just like you were talking about the stories of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
it is about the stories. That's exactly right. And that's why Nick, that was sitting here with us, Nick Thomas, he is a former Wish kid. He's now a doctor. He's now a radiologist at Appliance.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
And he was one of Joe's, favorite kids from 2014 when he got his wish. And it's come full circle. He was treated at Akron Children's Hospital for a brain tumor, and now he's, the radiologist who's looking at him. So,
that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. We have to take a break and get some
business done here. But of course, we are at the 14th annual Aultcare WishAthon to benefit wishes can happen. We would love it if you would call and make a donation at 330-649-WISH or 649-9474. You can also come and see us at Springbrook Plaza on Whipple Avenue, or you can go to our website at whbcwishes.com and make a donation there. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful Friday. We'd love to see you here. And you're listening to News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
Hour 28 of the 14th Aultcare WishAthon is powered by Rohr's Nursery, proud to help grow.
Room for the coffee.
We need your help. To be a hero and make a donation, visit whbcwishes.com.
Oh, no.
Hi, I'm Lincoln. I'm Mason.
I'm Charlie. We're Rohr's family.
We're kids who want to help kids, and you can help too. All you have to do is pick up the phone. Stop by today at the Wishes Can Happen event in the Springbrook Plaza.
At Rohr's, we love to make things good. Let's do it for these kids.
Rohr's Nursery. We want to be your number one nursery. Rohr's Nursery.
We all want the same things. Find love, to watch our kids grow up, to stay healthy. That includes us at Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital. That's why we're open, taking appointments and keeping you safe. So whether it's an annual exam or a new concern, we're here for you. For everything you need, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital. Don't delay. Visit cantonmercy.org.
Attorney Joe Cordell. For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is, you're not alone. Cordell and Cordell is here to help. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has been there to guide men through all aspects of divorce, and we'll be there for you.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Cleveland area attorneys. 5005 Rockside Road, Suite 350, Independence, Ohio, 44131.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-709-7022. 800-709-7022. 800-709-7022.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details,
Probably done.
Pro football season's here, and pro roofers save valuable time with Beacon Pro Plus. Beacon Pro Plus works 24/7 for material ordering, order history, and automated promotion tracking, so you can get your favorite GAF roofing products even when working remotely. And now, order on Beacon Pro Plus and get a $175 gift card and the chance for a VIP pro football getaway. Gear up and raise your game with Beacon Pro Plus today. Build, score, and win.
Probably assisting, helping get on and off. And so you're right. That's another layer.
Get a $10 gift card when you buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil for $27.99. A deal so rich, they'll call you an oil tycoon. Yep, with great oil for $27.99 and $10 back. All you'll need is a monocle. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
At participating locations does not include state local taxes or recycling fees. Advertised sales price may not be available in some states. Rebate restrictions apply. Offer ends 8/31.
Are you ready for a change? Transfer your prescriptions to the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Hi, this is Paul White from the Medicine Center Pharmacies. Are you looking for the personal touch from your pharmacist and pharmacy staff? Do you need home delivery or custom packaging to simplify a complex medication schedule? Look no further than the Medicine Center Pharmacies in Canton, Louisville, Minerva, and New Philadelphia. Bring in your prescription bottles, and we can transfer your prescriptions to the Medicine Center today, where wellness begins.
Be a hero and help us make some wishes come true by donating now at WHBCwishes.com or call the CSC donation line at 330-649-WISH. That's 330-649-9474.
We're back and broadcasting live from the DeVille Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza.
All the money stays right here.
This is the 14th Aultcare WishAthon, benefiting Wishes Can Happen on News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
All right, we have the Friends and Family Credit Union drive-through here at Springbrook Plaza. All you have to do is pull up. You don't even have to get out of your car. We'll take the donation. And coming up at 11 o'clock this morning, I will be in Massillon, coming over to Friends and Family Credit Union, right down from the cars. It's easy to find. If you want to make a donation, if you're on that side of the county, just come by and drop off your donation. $10 or more, we'll give you a jar spaghetti sauce while supplies last, I might add. And we'll be there until 1 o'clock today. So if you have a chance to stop by, we'd love for you to do that. Again, I have to say a shout out. Thank you to Angelina, I believe, and it's Ida's Cafe. Angelina and Ida's Cafe. They're the ones who organized the South End Pub Crawl that raised $7,659.85. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. They were doing a lot of crawling, weren't they? I should have joined in on that somewhere, somehow. But we've had so many great donations, and we're at 18 wishes. That's pretty darn good for this point in time. But we do need to keep moving and keep getting it done. And this morning, normally we tune into 1480 at WHBC at 9 o'clock on Friday mornings. And Paul, how long has it been? 15 years, right?
A little over 10 years. 10 years. Little over 10 years, actually.
A little over 10 years?
Yeah.
Gosh, it goes longer.
Like you said, time flies.
I mean, in a good way, yeah. You guys have been doing the show, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah. Well, we have a hidden asset, and that's Nancy Warmby, who writes the show. And we actually have a script. We don't go on the air and wing it. she does a wonderful job. She's worked for us for close to 30 years or more. She's an all-around gal. She's a CPA.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with your guests? I mean, where do you decide the topics and things that you're going to talk about?
Well, actually, Nancy's the one who kind of digs these people up, if you will. I'm sure you're aware that we've had probably every doctor in the county and the realm on the show, as well as many other healthcare operations and people who interface with people, things along that line. So we have an 8-week scheme coming up, program set coming up in celebration of our 45 years. And I was looking at it yesterday.
I hear you.
No, seriously. I mean, the business is pretty much managed by the third parties, and they've squeezed the profit margin down to about nothing. We were actually doing a study not too long ago, and how many prescriptions go out of the building that you lose money on? What's your percentage? What would you guess?
Gosh, I would have no idea.
I think we came up with somewhere between 10 and 15%. We lost money on it. So. And a lot of them, the markup is. $0.50.
Unfortunate when we have to deal with politics and medicine.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're talking about.
It's true. It's true. And when you talk to Madeline also about creating the wishes, and when she was talking about having to spend months and months on the phone trying to get, one thing set up. And I would imagine because she is a local organization, it's got to be much harder than, say, some national organization calling 4 Lakers and saying, I've got a sick kid that wants to come to one of your games.
Yeah.
Maybe it serves as more clout when you've got that national thing, but that she doesn't have that, so it's a bigger job for her. But obviously that's why they need our help in collecting money for them and getting them to do this. It's funny, and I said we talk about change and things that change over the years. And they're in their 30s. When it first started, the way it worked was they would get a wish. They accept, somebody would call and say they had a child that needed a wish, and they'd find out what that wish would be, and they'd figure it out, and then they would have like a spaghetti dinner or something to raise the money for that wish. And sometimes you've got to think, their kids can't wait that long. There may be a child that can't wait that long.
Yeah, sure.
And she said that's exactly why WishAthon is so important to them, because now they don't have to wait to book a flight or to go and pay for something. They just say, what do you need? And you get it done. And that's what makes it so very important.
It's just amazing what she's done. Yeah. Do you have a number on what she's raised over the years total?
We are paying for 15 years next year. And I'm going to say, I told Barry, I finally looked at the numbers, and I would say from the WishAthon,
okay.
We will be close to 2 million next year. Close to 2 million.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, so because we were at $1 million about 5 years ago, 4 years ago, we reached $1 million mark 4 years ago. So I mean, the people who start counting are very generous, and I'm sure you guys see that all the time.
Yeah.
And it's nice to know that it stays local and it's not wasted on a bunch of overhead. And it sounds to me, from what you're saying, that almost 100% of that funds goes straight to the kid, which is great.
Yeah, and she's always, told us that's a really, really important thing. That they never, like I said, it's maybe a few stamps here and there, they do a newsletter, or all those kinds of things. So that's also really important. Again, we are here at the Springbrook Plaza this morning, and I have Paul White graduate with us, Medicine Center Pharmacies. They're celebrating 45 years of being in this community, and that's very important. Community is very important, and that's why we're here. We need to help the kids in our community. And we would love if you would stop by and make a donation. Springbrook Plaza on DeVille Avenue, right next to Planet Fitness. Very easy to find. Can't miss the tent. Can't miss us. And
So
also,
we have the Selinsky Force auction page. If you guys haven't been to the auction page, go there and check out the items that are up for auction. There's this, I don't know if you are familiar with the Mohican Treehouse Resorts. You stay in an actual tree. These tree houses are like luxury places. It'll sleep like 4 people, 6 people. Some of them sleep just 2, but they are like decked out.
Not your backyard treehouse.
No, and I mean they're beautiful.
I had one of those when I was a kid.
It's like
I didn't know here to work because I wanted to see what it was about. This is a $500 gift certificate.
Wow.
And I was in shock. And it's in Holmes County. It's Glenmont, Ohio, I believe. And you can have the bid. The last time I looked at the bid was at $3,000.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody knows something that we don't know about how nice it is there, Pretty amazing. But there's autographed baseballs there. There's team tickets. There's tickets to the Browns on Thursday night against the Broncos. And it comes with a nice beer fridge. And also there is tickets to the Cavs home opener. There are some golf packages. There's a signed Larry Nance Jr. jersey, cap jersey, just a bunch of things. So.
And what's the web address for that?
That is. He's pouring on his computer now. It is WHBCWishes.com. WHBCWishes.com. And just scroll down to the bottom and find the auction items. It's a lot of good stuff there. That auction will be open until midnight Sunday night, 11:59:59. And if you've ever participated in the auction, people are putting the totals in all the way up to 11:59:59. And bidding.
It's a game to be that last bid.
It is. As a matter of fact, there was a year I wanted this jukebox on there. And so a friend of mine said, I'll stay up, and because I'm going to get up to work the next morning, I'll stay up and get you the jukebox. I'll get it there. We'll get it done. It didn't happen.
I know where there's one for sale. I do. I do. I almost bought it.
No
Yes.
Well, this is for charity. So
I know.
But, yeah, it was kind of funny, but I lost out in the very last second.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah, get to the website, check that out. And if if there's not a lot of time you're interested in it, of course, you can always just go there and make a donation. And it's very, very simple. You just click on donate here and it'll take you there and you can fill stuff out. And like I said, you can call 330-649-WISH. That's 330-649-9474. Stop by and see us, or as I mentioned, go to WHBCWishes.com. We are going to take a quick break.
And of course, we would love to see you visit us. Also, Wishes on the Road. I'll be in Massillon from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. today, so make sure you stop by. Pam Cook along with Paul White and Brad White this morning. You're listening to News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
More of the 14th Aultcare WishAthon is coming your way, live from the DeVille Pavilion inside Springbrook Plaza. Make your donation now at WHBCWishes.com.
Right now, stop by Hosmer Carpet One and get big savings during our worry-free waterproof sale. Our waterproof flooring is available in a wide range of categories and styles, including luxury vinyl, hardwood, carpet, and more. Save on beautiful, durable, and practically maintenance-free waterproof floors for every room in your home. Plus, get 36 months financing when you shop the worry-free waterproof sale going on right now at Hosner Carpet One in Canton, across from Central Catholic High School. Family owned since 1966. Subject to credit approval. See store for details.
Pro football season's here, and pro roofers save valuable time with Beacon Pro Plus. Beacon Pro Plus works 24/7 for material ordering, order history, and automated promotion tracking, so you can get your favorite GAF roofing products even when working remotely. And now, order on Beacon Pro Plus and get a $175 gift card and the chance for a VIP pro football getaway. Gear up and raise your game with Beacon Pro Plus today. Build, score, and win at BECN.com.
The all-new Jackson Amphitheater is the place to be for the 2021 Summer Concert Series.
Brought some donuts and cookies. You ready?
It's the world's #1 tribute to Fleetwood Mac. Don't miss this incredible night under the stars with Tusk. Tickets are just $10 and on sale now at JacksonAmphitheater.com. Tusk and their tribute to everything Fleetwood Mac. Friday, August 13th at the all-new Jackson Amphitheater in Jackson Township. Get your tickets now at JacksonAmphitheater.com.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, get a $10 gift card when you buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil for $27.99. A deal so rich, they'll call you an oil tycoon. Yep, with great oil for $27.99 and $10 back. All you'll need is a monocle. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Advertised sales price may not be available in some states. Rebate restrictions apply. Offer ends 8/31.
Whether you are a lifelong churchgoer or this is your first experience into a faith community, Christ Presbyterian Church invites you to join them for a very special worship hour each and every Sunday on 1480 WHBC. Christ Presbyterian has served the community of Canton for more than 200 years as a beacon of hope to the hopeless, pointing toward Jesus, who is the way, the truth, and the life. Be sure to tune in every Sunday morning at 10:30 for the Cathedral Hour, live from Christ Presbyterian Church in downtown Canton on 1480 WHBC.
For the ones going above and beyond. For the ones reaching out, helping out, and lending a hand. For the ones people count on. You can count on Grainger. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, backed by 24/7 customer support and specialists to help with hard-to-find products. Because you've got everyone's back. We've got yours. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Want to turn your old, rusty hunk of junk in for a nicer ride, but think it's not even worth a tank of gas? Think again. Progressive Chevrolet will give you $5,000 for your trade, no matter the condition. That's right, $5,000 for any trade guaranteed when you buy any factory-certified pre-owned car, truck, or sport utility at Progressive Chevrolet in Massillon. Needs repairs? No problem. Any rusty, smelly, noisy hunk of junk gets you $5,000 guaranteed. $5,000 could help you get approved. No other dealer will give you $5,000 for your cruddy car, but Progressive Chevrolet will, guaranteed. Get $5,000 for your trade only at Progressive Chevrolet in Massillon. One trade per purchase. Offer applies to GM certified vehicles only. Does not apply to prior transactions and cannot be combined with any other advertised offer. See dealer for details. Ends August 31st, 2021. Get $5,000 for your trade only at Progressive Chevrolet in Massillon.
The 14th Aultcare WishAthon is made possible by Rohr's Nursery, CSE Federal Credit Union, Home Appliance Center, Levin Furniture, Ainsley Heating and Air Conditioning, Nika IBEW, and Akron Children's Hospital. Now, more Aultcare WishAthon on Newstalk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
All right, we are back. It is the 14th annual Aultcare WishAthon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. And we are at Springbrook Plaza. I was just sitting here talking. I'm talking with Paul White, Brad White, Medicine Center Pharmacies. They're celebrating 45 years, and it's getting the echo. And it's hard for me to. There we go. Thank you very much. And you guys, I think that you have probably seen a lot of things, and probably Paul more
than Brad because. But as you go through your business and you see people come into work, and you've probably seen people go through a whole lot of different things.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes it tough to deal with stuff. I bet you go through times like that.
I think that's what's important. You mentioned before one of the breaks about supporting your community and supporting Wishes Can Happen, and I think we believe it's equally as important to support your local vendors. It's awfully easy to open your phone app and click and get something delivered in a couple of days from some nameless, faceless organization. But your organizations in the town are what help make organizations like Wishes Can Happen successful. So don't overlook the fact that your local businesses support your ball teams and your sports teams and your charities. So support them.
Yeah, absolutely. A great idea. And that's when we look at kids. I think I have kids. I have two sons. My sons are older, but you take for granted their help sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Most times.
We all do.
Yeah. It's, you think, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. We had a woman come in and talk to us about her son and how he was diagnosed the day after graduating.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
His story was, it just kept ringing in my head. The day after high school, they had a mission trip to Uganda.
Yeah.
And could not go. And that was it was devastating to them. They ended up, he passed away like 12 hours after they finished their wish.
Oh, dude.
It's just, we sit here and talk about it, we sit here and say those things, but, it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around.
Those type of events kind of change everything just on a dime. You go through life thinking blindly everything will be fine, and then until it's not.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna hear a story. We're gonna go take a break to listen to one of these stories because we always like to hear from the families and the rich kids, and we have
several of those vignettes, and we'll go to that. JD's got them for us this morning. And when you hear these stories, just keep in mind that the only way that they get their wishes is when you make a donation, and you can do that by calling 330-649-9474 or go to WHBCwishes.com.
Hi, my name is Colleen, and this is Samuel. Samuel, say hi. Hi.
And I'm Andy. I'm Dad. We were able to adopt Samuel about 3 years ago from China. So he was about 2 weeks old when he was abandoned because he had some issues. They didn't know what was going on, but they found out it was liver cancer. So hepatoblastoma was what he actually had. Hepatoblastoma is liver cancer, and the orphanage, the state-run orphanage, really can't handle stuff like that, so they don't really get treatment. But there is a company called the Shanghai Healing Home, and they were able to take Samuel in and give him all the care that he needed. So he was done with all of that by the time we had met him when he was 3.5 years old when we adopted.
And then from the chemotherapy, he has hearing loss, and so he wears hearing aids, and he gets a lot of speech services. And he's a really hard worker, and he's come a long way since we met him.
We go every 3 months to his oncologist, and through that, they invite us every year to a dinner that they have. And this year, Wishes Can Happen was part of that. And we happened to see somebody we graduated high school with, Megan, and she was volunteering there with Wishes Can Happen. And when we left, we were on our way out, and she had mentioned that she couldn't wait to help us make our wish come true for Samuel. We kind of looked at each other and we said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Well, what we do is we send kids, that have had major health issues and stuff, we send them on a trip." At first we were like, "No, it's okay. You don't have to do that for us. Just give it to somebody else." And they insisted that they wanted to send us. So they helped us pick the trip, and we ended up going to Disney World.
Anyway.
And Samuel loved Disney World. We all loved it on the beach. And it's just so important for families to go on vacations like this, just to get closer together and kind of forget about all of your troubles and struggles. And it just helps us to be closer together.
So Samuel, what was your favorite ride at Disney World?
Slinky Dog.
Slinky Dog.
Yeah, we were able to go to all 4 parks there at Disney: Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. The Slinky Dog ride, that was his highlight of the trip still. That was pretty awesome. All the characters, he loves characters. We got to do a couple of lunches with all the characters that come in. He loved that.
Mickey Mouse. Mickey.
One of your favorite things was the fireworks, wasn't it?
The firework.
And the teacup ride. And what else? You love swimming in the pool at the hotel.
And sleeping in the hotel and playing.
Sleeping in the hotel and playing. And we had breakfast every morning. And Wishes Can Happen. They made it possible for us to get lunch and dinner and little snacks in between.
And Alien Ride.
Alien Ride?
The sit and spin, the Buzz Lightyear sit and spin ride.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. Just a trip that there's no way we would be able to do that level of a trip by ourselves. So it was really a special thing for him.
And Wishes Can Happen with Megan. She helped us from beginning to end, and she was always kind of one step ahead of us. They set up the flights for us and all the hotels, the rental cars.
They picked us up from our house and took us back home through Thomas Limousine, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So we did 4 days at Disney at the beginning of the trip, and then the last couple of days we were able to go over to St. Pete's Beach, which is on the opposite side of Florida. Got to kind of experience that. It was the first time he had ever been to the beach. I have some family there. We were able to see them and go to dinner with them one night, and then also one of Colleen's friends that she grew up with lives down there too, so we were able to meet up with them also. So it was just kind of a nice, easy wrap up to the vacation to visit with some family and friends and then head home. What about our rental car? What did you think about the rental car? What was it? Convertible Ford Mustang, huh?
Yeah. I don't like the wind.
Yeah, then he didn't like the wind. So we drove a convertible with the top up for a while. Being able to receive a wish like that can't even explain how awesome that was for him and for us. I mean, it was all about him, and we got to do pretty much anything he wanted to do. And there's a lot of families out there that are in even different situations, with insurance and stuff, and can't afford to go on a trip like that. So I think that what they do and the level that they do it at is pretty awesome. And if you can be a small part of that for somebody, I think it would be really something that would change somebody's life.
And I think Wishes Can Happen is such an important organization because kids should just be able to go and have fun, and Wishes Can Happen makes that happen for them. Say thank you, Wishes Can Happen.
Thank you, making that happen.
We're back and broadcasting live from the DeVille Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza.
All the money stays right here.
This is the 14th Aultcare WishAthon benefiting Wishes Can Happen on News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
All right, here we are. We are back at the DeVille Apartments Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza on
Whipple Avenue. Yes, and that is the reason that we are here, because we want to make some wishes come true. And right now, we're going to talk to
Heather and Jackson, her son Jackson, who has a wish coming up. Jackson on the side, but that's okay, right, Heather?
Right.
So tell me a little bit about Jackson and what his story is.
Jackson is 5 years old. He was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in December of 2018. So he was 2.5 years old. He just completed a 2.5 year treatment for that. He finished up at the end of March, so now we're just in a maintenance. Every month we go and just get blood work done and make sure that everything is going the way that it's supposed to go.
And how did you find out about this?
It was in our hospital. A bunch of stuff. Yeah, we get a bunch of stuff. So it was in there, and I just decided on a whim to apply here instead of another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they've been wonderful with us so far. So we're excited to go on our trip. We haven't quite decided where we're going. Probably Disney, but yeah, we're excited.
And so, and I tried to ask Jackson who his favorite Disney character is when he goes to Disney. Who he wants to see. You want to see Mickey or Minnie or Pluto or Donald Duck? What do you think, Jackson? He's not sure. He's not sure. Do you have any other children?
I have a 24-year-old son and a 17-year-old daughter that's starting her senior year. So,
wow. So you have your hands full, right?
I do.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Tell me what it was like for the family. I mean, when he was diagnosed, it's 2.5.
Yeah, it was difficult. My older son was in the Army. He was a medic in the Army at the time. My daughter was 15, so it was rough on her. I felt like she kind of had to grow up quick.
Mm-hmm.
She was left home, with my mom and with friends, and because we spent a lot of time in the hospital, initially. And then just through diagnosis, we'd have fevers or whatnot and have to go back. At one point, we spent there almost 30 days in. So it was rough on her, probably her more than him even, because, she's at that age. But he was initially supposed to be treated for 3.5 years, and they cut a year off. So we got lucky there.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So when you go on the trip, who's all going to go, do you think?
I think the whole family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it'll be really nice. We haven't done anything like that for a while. So.
And that young of an age, he probably has no idea, right?
He doesn't. No. And we've not made a big deal of it for him, that he knows that he has to go to the doctor, but he doesn't really understand why. Or, someday we'll tell him.
I don't know how you hold that together there, Mom.
It was not easy. No, it was not easy.
Well, God bless you. I appreciate you, and I know that when you hear stories like yours, that's why we're here today, because we want Madeline and Cindy to be able to continue to help you and other families.
We appreciate it. It's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity that we're going to get to have. So
yeah, it'll be great for the families. Yes. And I can't wait for you to come back next year and tell us all about it.
We definitely will.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we are again live at the 14th annual Aultcare WishAthon to benefit wishes can happen. And again, we would love for you to come by and see us, but you don't have to stop by here. You can come over and see me in Massillon today if you want to. I'll be there at 11 o'clock this morning from 11 until 1 at the Friends and Family Credit Union on Erie Street, right down from Menards. Stop by, make a donation. We're giving away Mid's pasta sauce if you give a donation of $10 or more while supplies last. So I'm really excited to be able to see you then and hope that you'll stop by. All right, we'll take a break, and then I'm going to bring Paul and Brad White back for our final segment this morning. And then Gabe and Sarah will join you here on News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
More of the 14th Aultcare WishAthon is coming your way, live from the DeVille Pavilion inside Springbrook Plaza. Make your donation now at WHBCwishes.com.
Burden Electric Company, serving the Alliance area for industrial and commercial electrical work for the past 80 years. Visit Burden Electric Company on the web at burdenelectric.com. An IBEW NECA contractor.
This summer, hit the road in the vehicle you deserve and secure a rate of 2.49% APR. You can make it happen at Friends and Family Credit Union. A new vehicle loan for 2.49% APR up to 76 months and no payment for 90 days. Stop in and talk to our local friendly loan professionals. They'll put you on the road in the vehicle you want with a rate as low as 2.49% APR. But hurry, this is a limited time offer. Friends and Family Credit Union has 3 convenient locations to serve you, including our newest location inside the Acme Fresh Market on Whipple Avenue in Canton, online, and in the palm of your hand with mobile banking. Additional restrictions may apply. All rates and promotions are subject to change without notice. This institution is privately insured by ASI up to $250,000 per account. Secure your new vehicle loan as low as 2.49% APR up to 76 months at Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Saving money is awesome. Saving money on items you actually use? Fantastic. Hi, Paul White for the Half Off on Out By store in Louisville. If you think you'll find the same low prices, huge variety, or great customer service at any other store, you'd be wrong. Stop into our store in Louisville and see what great deals we have. Follow us on our Facebook page at Half Off Store to see super specials. Why pay full price? Come in and experience the Half Off and Out By store in Louisville, next to the Medicine Center Pharmacy.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BELT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BELT to 42424. That's BELT to 42424.
The Aultcare WishAthon to benefit wishes can happen.
I cannot thank Wishes Can Happen enough. They really, truly put in every ounce of love that they have. It's just unbelievable.
This year, now more than ever, we need your help to make wishes come true.
Attorney Joe Cordell. For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is, you're not alone. Cordell & Cordell is here to help. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has been there to guide men through all aspects of divorce. And we'll be there for you.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Cleveland area attorneys. 5005 Rockside Road, Suite 350, Independence, Ohio, 44131.
The Aultcare WishAthon to benefit wishes can happen.
I cannot thank Wishes Can Happen enough. They really, truly put in every ounce of love that they have. It's just unbelievable.
This year, now more than ever, we need your help to make wishes come true.
And it is the 14th annual Aultcare WishAthon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. We are so happy to be back. And boy, the stories that we have heard so far this morning, it just, it brings into perspective the things that we're working towards.
And even we're here, we want these people to be able to continue to find ways to get some relief and to be happy and to just know that they are not alone in the things that they're going through, and that's what Madeline and Cindy do every single day, which can happen. And again, you can always call or come and visit us and come see me in Nashville, go to the website, all those things. And I'm joined this morning as I normally would be. We would have Paul and Brad Wayne on the air on WABC AM every single Friday morning from 9 until 10. And they're here with me this morning, Medicine Center Pharmacy, celebrating 45 years, celebrating 10 years on the radio.
Yeah.
10 years on the radio. I can't believe it. I remember Paul with being a kid. We went to the Cleveland Indians game together, and we were talking about the radio station going to an all-talk format. And now look at you, you're the king of talk.
Well, come on, I wouldn't say that. But I thought when we signed the first contract, I thought, this isn't going to work. They're going to kick me out of here in 13 weeks.
And you signed it over and over again. So it's not great. And we appreciate everything you've done. I mean, it's, brought a lot of good information. That's what people listen to the radio for.
Yeah,
they do.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I know that you guys wanted to make an announcement while we were on the radio. We have a couple of minutes left here.
Okay. Well, the Medicine Center pharmacies are going to donate $1,000 today to Wishes Can Happen. And possibly a little bit more, but right now that's a startup for us, and we hope that we can bring some joy to a young person.
That's fantastic. I mean, we talk about people donating, coming in with, I see little kids coming in with piggy banks. I see, people coming in with $20 bills. I see folks like you, businesses like this. It's much appreciated, absolutely much appreciated.
Now, do we know where we are on Wishes, on how many?
We're 18 right now. Actually, we started the morning out at 14. So that's pretty good because the average wish has gone up to about $7,000 per wish.
Wow.
Usually it's about about $5,000 per wish. But everything, the cost of doing everything, so it has gone up, and that's the average. Not everything costs that much. Some cost more. So that's about the average. It's about 7. So really, we went up, from 14 to 18 since I came on at 5:30 this morning.
What's the goal? How many wishes?
Usually we try to get close to 35 to 40, somewhere around there. So we're probably close to 20. We're usually lagging behind a little bit. We're probably close to 20 right now.
And you're done at 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
It usually comes in fast and furious as the day goes on. On
Sure.
Friday, everybody starts remembering, oh yeah, I got to do that. I'm going to stop by, or whatever. Or they've been collecting up to the last minute, and they come by and drop off the turtle. So.
Well, I have this enormous jar of nickels. It's about this big. And I thought about bringing that.
We'll take anything. I'm not filming you, but we'll take anything.
I just looked at that last night, and I thought, I don't know if I can put these people through this or not.
We used to have the change counter. We don't have change counter.
Oh, okay.
We'll take anything. We'll take anything.
I appreciate you guys coming by this morning. Thank you so much, and thanks for all that you have done with the radio station over the last 10 years.
We enjoy
Appreciate
it.
that too.
Thank you very much.
All right, the 14th annual Aultcare WishAthon to benefit Wishes Can Happen again. I will be over in Massillon starting at 11 o'clock this morning. Come see me. I'll be there till 1 o'clock. And I hope that you'll drop off your donations at Friends and Family Credit Union right there on Erie Street, right down the road from Menards. And I'd love to be able to see you. Gabe and Sarah coming up next. I know that JT and Jordan Miller will be joining you later on. I'll be back later on this afternoon to sit in with JT as we wrap this thing up at 6 o'clock tonight. So stay tuned to News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
More of the 14th Aultcare WishAthon is coming your way, live from the DeVille Pavilion inside Springbrook Plaza. Make your donation now at WHBCWishes.com. WHBC AM Canton and WHBC FM Canton from the DeVille Pavilion inside Springbrook Plaza. This is the 14th Aultcare WishAthon benefiting Wishes Can Happen. Be a hero and make your donation right now at WHBCWishes.com.